taking longer than I thought it would. Well, okay. Episode 2. It's 5 minutes or less. You could see it from where I'm sitting if there wasn't trees and mushroom plants in between us. But he's like, I've never heard of anybody using this as a driveway. It doesn't settle. It's like sand, I don't want to do it in here. But in order to actually do it, I actually have to trench out about half an inch, and I have to build a border around it because, unlike ordinary stones that ain't very pretty, it wants to move. It's like sand. So I have to actually border my driveway, and Diane found something that might work, but when you buy it from a catalog, it isn't always what it looks like. It looks really big, and you get this. So we're ordering just one set of 4. See what it is. If it sucks, we're not buying anymore. If they're good, they get $450 because that's what it'll take to border this long driveway. And the rocks cost $450, so it's kind of crazy that the border costs as much as the actual rocks. But I'm just trying to build it pretty. It's my home. I'm the only one that really pays attention to it. And Diane too. Other people come to visit, but I live here. This is my home. I want it nice. I can do that, finally. And nobody's going to steal from me here either, which is nice. No other city people stole anything that wasn't locked down. I can't wait for warmer weather. Summer ain't that bad where I got a big maple. There's trees everywhere. It really doesn't get that awful. The bugs, oh God, you're gonna hear me complain about those. They're waiting for spring too to come out and feed on us. Love my car. Love this little critter. I need to get new rims and better tires. The rims they put on this only accept one tire, and that tire sucks. I gave up for now on improving its performance. It does pretty well, actually. It's just as good as any other ordinary car. Better than some of them. I kept up with a Cadillac with a North Star V8 first gear. After that, it left me in the dust. But getting up to 30 miles per hour is pretty much what you need to get on the freeway. So it does pretty good with that. All kinds of improvements. No, I did a lot last year too. You can't do much in the winter except walk through it and get through it. And then you got to clean up after it. A lot of stuff I put together last year, winter knocked it down. Killed all the plants, pretty much. Knocked the leaves off of them, but We just paid a $360 electric bill. They don't really want to read the meter too often, so they pretty much estimate as much as possible, which means they're not accurate too often, especially in the winter. The first 3 months of winter, they estimated it like it was warm. And then they finally actually did read it. Holy cow! $700. Okay, you suck. You know. So then they estimated again at half of that. You know, they're still lying. But I paid it. And when I actually read it, they might owe me money. You know, so you have a credit of $20 towards your next bill. Eventually, I want solar panels any place that this house can get sun. And the roof actually does. Not a lot of this. I ain't messing with my yard, but I mean, the roof of the house actually gets sunlight, so I want to cover the roof with solar panels. You certainly can't make a living on it, but I ain't going to be paying for electricity if I have a good battery bank. I ain't putting that downstairs yet. That's going to be in a little box someplace outside where if it does go crazy, it ain't going to burn my house down. I should be able to make at least $100 a month off of that, and if I cost, see, I don't know. I mean, if you paid somebody to put it, you paid them profit for the panels, but I can get grid-ready solar panels without them making a profit through the internet. The problem is I don't know whether that's trustworthy or not, but this is years away. Lots of other improvements to make yet. But one of the final things I'm going to do is turn that roof into a solar collector. Something happens to Diane or something happens to me, at least we ain't going to be having to worry about electricity too. Something happens to me, Diane is going to need people to help her out a lot. Something happens to Diane, I lose half the house's income. And prepare if you can. You know, they had again, I've seen this before. John F. Kennedy was assassinated 7 days after he said, there are powers that are trying to enslave the workers and all that they can, and I intend to expose and destroy them. He didn't say it quite that way. And they got rid of him real quick. And since then, they have successfully made the worker very, very, very poor. You work for practically nothing, and you get practically nothing out of it. But you must work, because you certainly can't live without working. We're just making it so you are a slave, and that's what he said. They're trying to enslave us, and I don't think that's good. And they killed him pretty quick. My interpretation of what happened, right? Somebody else might have a different one. It's 11:23. As I've said many times, I enjoy having free time during the day to get things done and be straight and happy and doing things. At the end of the day, I like to be able to have some time to drink and enjoy myself too. As long as I ain't causing nobody no pain, no problems, I don't see a problem with that. I like to smoke pot too. Not as much as I used to need to. Wouldn't mind tripping again. I mean, you know, one of my dubious.org guys, I sent out a picture. I passed it on. If I was in handcuffs for doing something stupid, what would it be? He commented, "Peyote. You sound like you're tripping all the time." He didn't say you sound like I'm tripping. He did say peyote. Yeah. When you're tripping, you're dreaming while you're awake, and a lot of people can't handle that too well. Somebody else commented on dreaming that they starting to get control of it and notice that I'm dreaming, but I can see that I'm dreaming. Anybody else experience that? Like, yep. You know, when you start to do that, then you start to become in power in your dreams. In your dreams, there's nothing you can't do. Anything you can imagine, you can do in your dreams. There's just nothing stopping you. It's your dream. You can fly. You can do anything. As long as you can imagine it, you can do it in your dreams. In the real world, it doesn't work that way. There's all kinds of things, including nature, that says, you know, you cannot fly. No, you can't walk through walls and stuff like that, but you can in your dreams. If you know you're dreaming and you want to put some input into it. Usually dreams have a lot to do with daily life, so my daily life is delivering pizza and having problems finding where the damn thing's at to deliver it to. In my dreams, I just say, you're there, hand them the pizza, get the money, and move on. You got plenty of things to dream about. So I just do that. Wherever I'm at in that particular, wherever I'm at, right here, here you go, and I move on. Just because I can. Can't do that in real life. So what's for dinner? And suggested, no, I might actually go with that. I think it's a chicken or turkey pot pie. They sold them in a group of 6 in a thrift shop at half price. And I got a banana cream pie that wasn't up to standards for half price. And I do work in the pizza business, and we know if the pizza isn't perfect, it ain't worth what you paid for it. You know, you might as well throw it away. And if we're charging for delivery it's $15.48 for a large plus tip. Yeah, it better be fucking perfect. No huge bubbles, none of that stuff. Personally, I'd say it's edible, but when you're paying $16 for something, you better get perfection. With tip, depending on standard tip is $3. That's the average. So might as well call it 20 and make it a $4 tip. But $20 for a pizza, it better be fucking perfect. Actually, I had a really good day today in West Lawn. Some details I won't discuss, but I'm glad to be back at least 2 days a week. I'm trying to actually get a day off because I don't want to give up my time back where I was, but where I'm at, I'm kind of valuable too, until I can be replaced in a I quit type of way. Should never quit, but I didn't know. Everything was going good. I gotta pee again. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, shit. I could have kept walking. Salem Witch Trials. Trying to figure out where Shannon was coming from. Yeah, I'm getting awful fucking gray. And Santa Claus had white here. I am fucking gray. Bleach it white. I don't know. I ain't bleaching nothing. I'm gonna be whatever Daddy made me to be. Yeah. We got a placemat, but it isn't a placemat. It's a fucking 80-pound piece of concrete that was molded in the form of mountains and an elk in front of the door. $80. I made that today. My arms, my biceps,